Hi everyone, this is Paris Debono of the Fortune Teller Shop. The following is a Lenono sexy card spread lesson. So we've got another question here. This time we're going to do Taylor Swift and her husband. They just got married, I think, this week, a few days ago. Let's look at their future, their marriage. Let's look at the next 12 months. Okay. So we're shuffling the cards. And I'll tell you when to stop. So I'll think of Taylor Swift and her husband. Stop. Great. Now what you do is you flip the cards. That's right. Take the first two cards. Very good. And put them on the table. What do we think about their relationship? Now this is the filter. The filter is the vibe of their relationship. What are some things that come to mind from the moon and the key?
Well, the key is definitely kind of talking about a commitment. So to me, that's what I think of with a key.
So you're opening something, yeah.
And the moon is like moods. And I would suspect like positive mood with that key.
Yeah, the key's slightly positive. Okay, but we'll double back on the key later. Okay, so what you do is, Anna, what you do is you look for the woman and the man. Now, I want you to also take note who comes up first, if it's the woman or the man. So when you're doing a reading for a client, the first card...
The man.
Okay, and so you take the card in front of him and the card behind him and put them on the table. That's right. So the man has come up before Taylor has. And so that, usually the card that, they can stay on the side for now, those ones. Yeah, because you're going to, So the man's come up before the woman. What could that suggest about their relationship?
Is he more dominant?
Yes, he could be more dominant, or he could be more like the leader. Yeah. Okay. Now let's look behind him. He's got the stars in his recent past. What could that suggest about him and his relationship with Taylor?
Maybe about their public persona.
Very good.
Behind them.
Very good. Public persona, fame, stardom, right?
Yeah,
they're both kind of superstars. He's a sportsman, right?
Yeah.
What's his name again?
Travis Kelce.
Travis, okay. So Travis has got stars behind him, so he's got, star, quality, star status. What are some negative things about the stars, though? What could...
Ego?
Yeah, ego. Could be like, I'm bigger star than you, sort of thing, right? What was that?
Arrogance, yeah.
Could be arrogance, yeah. If you think of stars, like pop stars or movie stars, they could get arrogant. They could become very special. They think they're special.
And then you're subjected to people's resentments too, like this week there's all this Donald Trump anti-their marriage stuff too, Because they're famous.
They have a lot of haters, that's right. So the moon now has a sort of slightly moody vibe to me. It's especially because the card in front of him is a scythe, which is not a good card, especially if you just got married.
Yeah, what does that mean?
What does a scythe do?
Cuts.
Could that mean that he's like cutting off that from
It
his
could
past?
be. It could be he's not cutting Taylor necessarily, but it could be that he's wanting to cut away from all of this stardom.
Okay.
Get dropped. I don't know what he's...
He could get dropped on some. Maybe he doesn't get accepted into some star thing that he's trying to do. Yeah. It could be his fame gets cut. Maybe people start not liking him, or now he's married to Taylor, they might not follow him as much or like him as much, perhaps. Yeah. So let's go to the rest of the cards.
He's got some kind of sports contract, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So
just look at the... No, you don't have to put them back together, because then
maybe
the woman...
that's got something.
Do we just want these two?
Yeah. Oh, where's the woman in here?
Oh,
okay,
I didn't
so
get her out.
okay, let's go. Okay. When a mistake happens, just keep going. That's what my teacher always said to me. If you make a mistake, don't worry about it. Just keep going. It was meant to be. Okay. So what happened was you missed the woman, right? So the woman card was. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's right.
So she's the dominant one.
She's actually, but see, a mistake means that it was meant to be that way. So maybe we think she's the dominant one, right? But in actuality, he's more dominant. Now, if we look at the card behind her, what is she thinking about? Do we see here?
Communication.
Travel.
Oh,
That's behind her.
Yeah.
The card
Babies.
behind her, babies and travel.
yeah.
Babies.
I think she probably does want to have children.
Yeah.
I mean, she's at the age where she should be.
Yeah.
You know, putting
doing
back.
it.
Yeah. And ahead of her though, she's got the bird and the letter.
Maybe she's already pregnant.
Could be news. Could be there's news. Yeah.
First.
Yeah, interesting. So now what we can also do is we can look at like connecting cards. So stars and birds, to me that represents social media, because it's many stars are many thousands, millions, and birds and letter is like talking, twittering, like literal Twitter. But over here we've got a sky and a stork. How does that make us feel about a miscarriage? Could be a miscarriage, yeah. Yeah, could be a miscarriage. So what we could say to our client, if we were having a real client, we could say, look, you may have some difficulties with pregnancy. There may be a difficulty. Okay, so we don't want to damage the client or scare them. So what I would probably do, like, I probably wouldn't say that just off the bat, actually. I would say that if she asked me that, if she said, do you think we could have a child? I would sort of say gently, have you already tried? And she might say yes. And I'll say, and how's that gone for you? And she might say, oh, we've had some difficulties. Or she might say, we're about to try. I would say to her, try, but don't be too worried if it doesn't work straight away. So you'd have to be very gentle, and it depends on the client too. But this, to me, is a bit concerning. But what we can do is we can say, what is this scythe about? Okay, so what we do is go back to the deck and then count the cards from the top and then put them underneath.
To 16.
So this one.
To 9.
9, yeah. 2, 3, 4, 8, and 9. That one, yep. Okay. What are we getting now about the idea? So we've sort of switched on to pregnancy.
Yeah.
What do we think now?
The first one is not.
May not work.
Yeah, but then the second
But then
one
it
will
grounds.
stick.
Very good. That's right. That's what I would think. See, I would say to them, if they were, if this was a client that was very open, I would say, look, try. It looks like you will have a child, especially with the anchor, but you may also have one that doesn't happen. It might be a miscarriage. Okay, it could be a false alarm. So I would warn them. Just let them know in a gentle way, though. Like I remember many years ago, one of my friends from from uni days, she called me up out of the blue. She said, I have a question for you. She said, is this pregnancy going to be okay? And I said, okay, over the phone. And she got the scythe, and I can't remember, and I think it was the cross. And I said to her, this pregnancy may not work, so try not to be too attached to it. The next day she had a miscarriage. Yeah, because she knew something wasn't right. That's why she called me. She was like, is this going to be all right or not? So she was prepared. And then what I did was I did some more cards, and she got the stork again, and then she got the clover. So I said to her, the next pregnancy will be okay. And then she did. Now she's got 2 boys, 2 sons. But she did have one that was very loss. So yeah, she just wanted to know, and she was prepared, so that was a good thing. Okay? All right, so now Taylor Swift, if we go back to just not the idea of pregnancy, how is their relationship going? And what's kind of missing here? If we had all the cards, what are some cards that are missing that we would have liked to see?
Love.
The heart, yeah. The heart is not really there, right? The heart's sort of not in the mix. So in a love question, I always like to see the heart somewhere in the mix, because it means love and unity and connection and affinity, right? So even though they have the stars, hope, they've got the idea of having children, they've got the key, which is like an opportunity here, it's still kind of missing something, right? So you also look at what's missing in the cards too. So what we can do now is I want to see what that key is going to say to us, Anna. So just the key is 11. So count out 11. Okay, so the anchor's back again. So that's pretty good. It's given us a bit of a grounded vibe now. Yeah, so...
Yeah, a bit more lasting.
Lasting, yeah.
So the marriage, it could be the key, in a way. It's like a oh no, I'm thinking of a ring would be more of that.
The ring didn't come out.
But the anchor's certainly giving that strength
So
to
they
the
might
relationship.
persevere. They may persevere.
A strong partnership, but passion is missing.
Yeah, passion is missing. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, very good. Okay.
Cool.
All right.